Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
Ready. Blue, 32. Ready?
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here we go. Yes,
throwing. Love. And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready. 38. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Packers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end.
18, 5 in. 60 by.
Throwing now is Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10.
Go street. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. That's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. When you look at this defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their...
He's got him in, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football. They all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it's complete. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line, and he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he stopped immediately there. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Love. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Daniels. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devontae Wyatt coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now it's Daniels. To the right side and caught by center. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. They go play action. Daniels out to his left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get him one closer. touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
At the 38-yard line.
He's going to keep this again.
It's out, it's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. 2nd down and 6 now.
Come on.
In motion comes the tight end left. They run once more with Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
To throw is Daniels. That is caught. He's got the first down and more.
That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Ballantyne now from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To throw now. Here's Love.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
33.
Love now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
32. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Set, ready. Set.
Final play of the half, Love. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go now. Set.
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
McCaffrey on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
18, 70,
Off the play fake. Daniels on the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go. Ready.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ready, ready. 45, right. Shot, 17. Ready.
Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 40-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
But this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Let's go now.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
At the 38-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
60 by 2. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Willis to throw once more. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Willis looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, now they'll try the end around. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, here's Willis. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on. Hey, let's go.
They go play action with Willis. Oh, Cardinals in there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On the draw is Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Get it. Ready.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 60 yards. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Takes over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Shedding the tackler and gives him some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now the pitch comes to Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
70 range, 70 range.
Now Willis to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 77 yards. And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Daniels looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. In these elements, it's significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Pass complete to Edwards. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
19 Warriors 70, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Ballantyne now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Tag. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer.
Here's Willis. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Willis. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
7 Pirates. Here we go. Set 19 right. 19, 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Bronco 80.
Now Willis. Watson making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Willis to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive is perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake, going for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Ready. 52 Bulls. Bill Green.
To throw, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
Let's go.
Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult